Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hive in Atlanta, Georgia. Week 3 of the Simulation Football League is live on a Sunday afternoon. Good afternoon, I am your play-by-play commentator, Michael Truilo. Levant Mercer not able to join me today, unfortunately, so I'll be flying solo from the booth as the Houston Hyenas make the trek east to take on Southern Conference rival, the Atlanta Swarm. Both of these teams are 1-1, although trending in different directions coming off of the first 2 weeks of the season. Atlanta is going down after their loss last week, and Houston is going up after a win over Dallas. The lineups are scrolling across your screen, and we'll get you down to the field for the coin toss in a moment. As we see rookie quarterback Marcus Dunhill shaking hands at midfield with the captain of the Houston Hyenas, Yassine Clifton. The Swarm are going to get the ball first, so their powerful offense is going to get on the field and try to put the home team ahead immediately. The scoreboard is on your screen. The ball is on the tee. The kicker, David Griffin, has his hand in the air. The whistle goes and it's game on. And the ball is returned up to the 25, making a cut back up to the 30-yard line. And that is where the Atlanta offense will come on to the field first. Here are the key players for Atlanta's offense. The quarterback is number 15, Marcus Dunhill. The running back is number 34, BDG Hollywood. The wide receiver is number 17, Siege Falco. Number 19, LB Allen III. And number 80, Boo Chisolm, as they line up in their all-blue jerseys today with black helmets, black shoulders, and bright green highlights. Dunhill under center. He'll drop back to pass. Short drop, fires out to the far side. That pass is complete on first down, out for a gain of 5 yards. Good pickup by Falco on first down. Siege Falco had 4 receptions, just under 100 yards last week in Atlanta's loss to Tallahassee. Here are the starters for Houston on defense. The safeties are Blake Chance and Eddie Gage. The cornerbacks are Tyleek Jones and Ryan Michaels. The linebacker is B.J. Lovelace. The defensive end is Rodney Panami. The defensive tackle is Chad Tackle, who had an impressive day yesterday. Dunhill, short drop, flares it out over the middle, into traffic, tipped in the air, and it eventually falls to the turf. Alan Ball, the corner, got there for Houston. It'll be 3rd down and 5. I talked about the impressive week 2 for Chad Tackle. 5 tackles, 5 sacks. All 5 of his tackles were behind the line of scrimmage. Important 3rd down and 5 here. 10:33 to go. Atlanta moving right to left across your radio dial in the all-blue. Dunhill, 7-step drop. He's got plenty of time. Surveys the field. Fires an interception out to the far side. Hauling that one in. Corey Mickens, the safety, playing deep, and gets the pick. So I read the wrong roster there. Ryan Michaels came up with the pick for Houston as Marcus Dunhill throws the pick. Houston's offense will take over, and that leads me to my keys of the game for Houston on defense. It was get to Dunhill, get in the rookie's head. This is only his 3rd SFL regular season game, so it is important, and we saw it right there. He apparently had time to throw, but he threw it into one-on-one coverage, and Ryan Michaels went up and made a play. Here's Houston on the road in the I formation on 1st down and 10. Back to pass is Johnson. Johnson flares it out to Murray on the far side. The running back makes a couple of men miss and picks up an impressive 7 yards. Here are the rest of the starters for Houston on offense. The quarterback is Kentez Johnson. The running back is Warren Murray. The wideouts are Badir Ajaluni and DR Sim. The tight end is the captain, Yassine Clifton. Heavy set on 2nd down and 3, looking to maybe give Warren Murray some running room here. Here is a handoff left side, and he's going nowhere. Great penetration by the line. And getting there first for Atlanta was Patrick Ketsa, the cornerback on the run blitz. He'll drop Murray for a loss of 1, 3rd down and 4. Coming up, 9:40 to go, first quarter. Just shy of the 50-yard line. Houston at their own 46. White jerseys, white pants, black helmets, and dark red trim today for the road team. As here over the middle is Johnson between the safeties, and goodbye. Put it on the board. Touchdown, Houston. Hyenas. First drive, DR Sim. First touchdown of the game for Houston. And this was a beautiful pass by Kentez Johnson right between the two safeties. It was a dive by Ryan Michaels and Tylee Joe. I'm reading the wrong roster again. It was a dive by Patrick Ketza, and Josh Vasquez chased him all the way down the field, but he could not catch up to him, and it's 6 points on the board for Houston. And David Griffin, the kicker, gets set to put an extra point up for the Hyenas as well. Get him his shirt off the podium, says Levant Mercer in the chat. And DR Sim, one of the most dangerous receivers in the Simulation Football League. He's now a Hall of Famer, and he's got himself a touchdown. Chat shout out to Simien, Jay Dizzle, Major Key, Levant Mercer, Chad Smith, AJ Levy, BJ Loveless, and everybody else watching on YouTube. Thank you for spending your Sunday afternoon with us, as LB Allen III will bring that ball up to the 29-yard line, and that is where the Swarm will start their second drive. Marcus Dunhill has got to be better than he was on the first drive. Had a 5-yard completion, then an incompletion, and a pick, both down the field. So it looks like the game plan for Atlanta is to really try and challenge the safeties. For Houston, that would be Blake Chance and Eddie Gage. They haven't faltered yet. Offset eye on first down, 2 left, 1 right. Dunhill going deep again, and this time there's a man open out there past the 50-yard line. First down, past the 50, into Houston territory for Atlanta. First down of the day for the Swarm is a big one. They're going to spot that ball all the way up at the Houston 48-yard line. And Marcus Dunhill coming out and silencing his critics immediately after that pick, up across the 50, and the blue and green and black are rolling. Dunhill, empty set in the shotgun. 5 wide, 3 to the top side, 2 to the near. Dunhill, plenty of time. Throws far side into double coverage, and that pass is caught at the Houston 32-yard line, tapping the toes along the sideline. Siege Falco picks up his second catch of the game. Marcus Dunhill coming into today's game, 2 touchdowns, 600 receptions, now make that 7 with the interception of the first quarter. He's got to play better if Atlanta wants to be in this game. They're already down 7-0, but he is looking to drive them down the field. Offset eye, 2 to the top side, 1 to the near. They're going to give it off for the first time today to BDG Hollywood, but he is stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. Great penetration by the Hyenas as James Smith, the linebacker, gets up there and makes the tackle. Both of these teams today, I thought were going to be leaning a bit heavy on the run. They have proven me wrong through the first drive and a half. 3 to the top side, 1 to the bottom. Another pass for Dunhill. This time he'll find Hollywood out in the flat, and he is closed out immediately by Chad Foxwell, the safety. Just under 7.5 minutes to go in the first quarter here in Atlanta at the Hive. Full house today. Week 3, Atlanta and Houston. And now we've got a 3rd down and 8 upcoming after 2 impressive stops by the Houston defense. Got to get towards that 20-yard line. Dunhill, short drop, flares it out to the far side. A catch is made. No, they're going to say he was out of bounds. Did not tap the toes. It wouldn't have been a first down anyway. 4th down and 8 coming up for Atlanta. And it looks like Alex Kidd is going to have his first chance to kick a field goal. Really good defense by Houston there on that drive, especially the last couple of plays. to shut down Hollywood in the running play and in the passing game. It's going to be important for their continued success today if Hollywood maintains no yards. A kick is on the way from Kidd. And it is right down Main Street. Atlanta are on the board. So with 7:05 to go in this afternoon's first quarter, at Houston 7, Atlanta 3. This is the SFL, presented by APM Music on YouTube. Stay with us. Kidd jumping down the other end of the field to do the kickoff. It was a crazy short drive for Houston, just 4 plays, 60 yards, and a touchdown on their last drive. Here's the first kick return of the day, and only up to the 26-yard line. That was Josh Fedd, wide receiver playing special teams, returning that kick. 7 minutes to go, first quarter. Simulation Football League, proud sponsor, Show Business Studios, the official home of the SFL convention. Kentez Johnson under center, offset eye behind him, and here is Warren Murray up the middle on first down, and he'll get 4 yards. Best run by either running back so far. This was Murray's first run up the middle. He was stopped by Sean McGee. Looking to take a 2-possession lead here. Still early days in this football game. Heavy set this time. Only a single receiver and 3 in the backfield. Johnson under center looking at a 4-man front. He's going to give it to Warren Murray. Warren Murray's got a seam. He's got a spin move. And he's got a first down up to the Houston 38-yard line. Run that clock and move those chains because the Hyenas are coming. They clearly had a good game plan in place for their offense. Use the pass to set up the run with Murray. And Murray just gashed the Atlanta defense on that run. Now they're going to spread it out a bit here on 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. Johnson in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap, looking, nothing there downfield. So we'll just find Murray as a check down option, and Murray lost 2 yards. Good pressure to the football by Atlanta. Coming into the game, Warren Murray. He didn't have a touchdown. He hasn't had a touchdown all season. He only has 95 yards through 2 games. But expect more out of him. But on 2nd down and 12, they're going to go 4 wide. Johnson, short drop. They're going to flare it out to Murray again. And he can't beat the first man down the field. He will pick up 5 yards, get him to the 41. But good swarming to the football, if you pardon my expression, by the home team. 3rd down and 7 now. We haven't really seen Houston in a 3rd down and long situation. They're going to go 4 wide, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Nobody in the backfield except Kentez Johnson. Johnson looking. Here comes the blitz. He gets the pass away, and it's caught behind the defense on the right sideline. Down the sideline to the 5. He's in. Nobody touched him. Put it on the board. Badir Ajaluni. Touchdown. Hyenas. They're up 2 scores already. And what composure by Kentez Johnson with the corner blitz in his face to get the ball, fire it perfectly out, just over the outstretched hands of Josh Vasquez, who's had a defensive hand in both of the Houston touchdowns today. And he could not catch up to him before he stepped over the goal line for the touchdown. Houston has made a statement here early in this game. Kentez Johnson now up to 7 touchdowns on the season. And this is, again, a battle of the Ajaluni brothers. Badir Ajaluni is the wide receiver for Houston. Mahmoud Ajaluni, the free safety for Atlanta. And they could be matched up against each other, although we haven't really seen it yet today. They're patiently avoiding each other. But we may see some Ajaluni on Ajaluni plays later on in this game. But right now, it's Houston 14, Atlanta 3. 2 quick strikes by Johnson, one to DR Sim, and one to Badir Ajaloni. And it is 14-3 with 4:55 to go first quarter. LB Allen from his own 10-yard line spin move gets him up to the 30. And that's where the Swarm will begin their third drive of this first quarter. Still looking to punch it in the end zone. They had more success on their second drive. They drove all the way down inside the 40 of Houston before they had to settle for a long field goal. From their own 30-yard line, going right to left in the all blue and black helmets. Here is Marcus Dunhill. High snap. He'll check it down to Hollywood out of the backfield. Hollywood will just pick up 1 yard on the far side before he's wrapped up and dropped. BDG Hollywood having a good season so far. 4 touchdowns coming into the game. He had 17 carries for 65 yards and a touchdown last week, but he did fumble the ball once, so be looking out for how he holds on to the ball here. Similar formation on second down and 9. 4 minutes and 19 seconds to go and counting in the first quarter. Handoff. Hollywood up the middle, makes a man miss, and gets 4 yards up to the 6. Oh, sorry. This will be third down and 6, up to the 34. B.J. Lovelace made the tackle there. Houston defense holding its own against the run, which was another one of my keys to the game coming in. Stop BDG Hollywood. Don't let him run all over you, and he hasn't yet. Dunhill on third down. Near side pass is complete. First down and more up to the Atlanta 43-yard line. Good catch along the sideline. That's it's Boo Chisolm, wide receiver, making his first catch of the day, and it's a good one that moves the chains. And that's a great route run by Boo Chisolm. That's one they've practiced, obviously, a lot on the training ground. Right at the sticks, catch it, and then get a couple yards upfield, then go out of bounds. Great route by Chisolm. And they're going to go 5 wide on 1st and 10 from the Atlanta 43-yard line. If Dunhill completes a long pass here, look at a slice open the Houston defense, and he's going right over the middle of the field. The underneath man made the catch right at the midfield stripe. That was Javon Walker was the man underneath. Didn't take a deep strike there, but didn't need to. Picks up 7 yards as we tick down towards 3 minutes to go in the first. Second down and manageable. 2 in the backfield. Dunhill under center, 2 to the right, 1 to the left, 4 down linemen. Linebackers playing well back. Here's Hollywood, and he's going to get a first down and more up towards the head of the Atlanta Swarm logo at midfield. That's up to the Houston 44-yard line into plus territory. Best run of the night, or sorry, afternoon so far for Hollywood. We thank you all for joining us, spending your Sunday afternoon with us here on the SFL Network on YouTube, watching your Sunday slate of SFL action here in Week 3. Dunhill, quick out over the middle, slant pattern is complete, 9 yards. Great grab that time by LB Allen III. That's his first catch of the day. He was targeted once, but he was out of bounds on the previous drive. Second and 1 now. Second straight, second and manageable for the Atlanta Swarm. They're going to give it to Hollywood again, and he's going to get another first down, even though they only picked up 2 yards. Crushed on that play by B.J. Lovelace. He's had a couple of big tackles tonight. Couldn't stop Hollywood picking up the first down there. They'll move the chains again. 1:45 to go in the first. Houston 14, Atlanta 3. Atlanta chasing here at home early. Once again, split back behind Dunhill, but Dunhill will throw out to the far side, and that'll be 3 yards on first down out there as the momentum of the receiver took him out of bounds. Siege Falco made another catch. He's looking like the #1 receiver for the Swarm thus far today. Dunhill's got to manage the game if Atlanta really want to win this. And he's been doing better so far in the second half of the first half. But now he's forced to step up in the pocket. He's rolling to his right. He's actually going to try and take off and run. And he is shouldered to the ground. They're going to give him 1 yard. But he looked like a dry leaf in the wind there as he was taken to the turf after scrambling around in the pocket. Nobody open. B.J. Lovelace makes his presence felt again. 3rd tackle of the first quarter for Lovelace. He had 4 tackles last week, 3 of them for loss. On 3rd down and 6, Dunhill over the middle into traffic, and it's dropped. A dime pass right into the hands of the intended receiver, Peyton Chisolm, and Peyton Chisolm drops it. And now, with time running out in the first quarter, they're going to have to kick a field goal again. Here comes Alex Kidd. This time it's going to be about from similar distance, about 45 yards. Can he double the swarm tally here in the first quarter? Kick is on the way. And it is no good. He missed it wide right. And the score holds 14-3. Houston gets the benefit of a missed kick, a dropped catch, and no points for the Swarm. The Hyenas maintain a 14-3 lead. Now under a minute to go in the first quarter. Houston back on the ball and back in their power run formation. Warren Murray dotting the 3-man backfield. But it's going to be a throw on 1st down out to Murray. Far side, he turns the corner and then gets rocked after only a gain of 3 yards. Tried to slip past the first tackler, but it was not to be as Patrick Kentez brought him down. Houston's doing a lot of lining up in those heavy sets, although they're not now. 4 wide, plus a tight end. Nobody in the backfield alongside Kentez Johnson. And Johnson's got a long time to throw. He's going to loop it out there, and it's intercepted. He underthrew the receiver, and Atlanta's got the ball. Turnover differential, back to even. Swarm have a chance to level the game. Well, not level the game, but get a touchdown back. Aaron Lee with the pick over the middle. And this is just an underthrown ball by Johnson. The receiver was out there. He had a chance. He had a chance to maybe go all the way if that ball was thrown right in his breadbasket, but it was criminally underthrown. And Aaron Lee was right there to take it away one-handed, no less. 1st down and 10. 5 seconds left to go in an entertaining first quarter. Atlanta trying to get in the end zone for the first time today. Dunhill waits. 3 seconds to go. He's finally going to snap the ball. Pumps, looks, into traffic, and the ball hits the turf. It was knocked away there by Eddie Gage, and Houston will stop him on 1st down. 1 second to go in the first quarter. It's going to be interesting to see what they do here. They try to target Siege Falco again, but he was blanketed by Gage on that last play. They're going to come out in a similar formation with 1 second. This will be the end of the first quarter. Dunhill, middle, caught this time in traffic inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line. Great grab that time as Chisolm comes through in the clutch. He got a 1st down on the last drive, gets a 1st down on this drive, and sets up the Swarm with his long reach. He snags that bullet over the middle from Marcus Dunhill. That's the end of the first quarter. Houston 14, Atlanta 3, but Atlanta threatening to score. We'll be right back. This is the SFL presented by APM Music on YouTube. Stay with us. Welcome back to the Hive in Atlanta, Georgia. Week 3 of the Simulation Football League. A Southern Conference matchup between the Atlanta Swarm and the Houston Hyenas. Michael Truilo in the commentary box calling this one for you. Inside the SFL, presented by APM Music Red Zone. Dunhill pressured, had to throw at a spin move. Great job there to get away from the first tackler was BDG Hollywood. Great stretch play, made something out of nothing, made 5 yards out of a potential loss. And now, we've highlighted Siege Falco a couple of times. He's been the #1 receiver for Atlanta thus far in the game. Does Dunhill go to him inside the red zone? Long drop for Dunhill. Plenty of time to throw to the end zone, and he overthrew a wide open receiver. It was that man again. Siege Falco was basically standing unimpeded in the corner of the end zone, and it was overthrown almost into the crowd by Dunhill. Just a bit of a rookie mistake by the quarterback, playing in only his 3rd SFL game. Siege Falco has 4 catches, but that was not one of them. 3rd down and 5 coming up now from the 13-yard line. Got to get past the 8 for a first down. But Dunhill is looking end zone, and it's way over the back of the end zone. It was actually into the hands of Rodney Panani out of the back of the end zone. It's going to be 4th down and 5. And now another field goal attempt coming from Alex Kidd. This one a chip shot by comparison to the 2 45-yarders, what he hit and what he missed in the first quarter. Here's the snap. Ball is down. The kick is away. And it's good from 29 yards right down Main Street. And Atlanta's got 6 points on the board. They still trail Houston 14-6. But after being set up by that interception by Aaron Lee, a great couple of plays to get him inside the red zone. This has got to be a disappointment if you're Atlanta not to come away with 7 points. So Houston's going to get the ball back. They've had 3 drives. They've scored on 2 of them and thrown a pick in the other. Let's see what Kentez Johnson has got for us this time, as the ball is returned by Josh Fed up to the 28-yard line. I realized in the first quarter, I never really went over the Atlanta defense. The safeties are Mahmoud Ajaluni and Aaron Lee. The corners are Josh Vasquez and Patrick Ketza. The linebackers are Quanta Shine, whose name I haven't called yet. The defensive end is Jose Fuentes. And the defensive end is number 99, making his first SFL start. Welcome, Joshua Williams. As up the middle goes Warren Murray. He'll get 4 yards. And he's averaging just about that much per carry through the first quarter and 2 minutes. Houston looking to extend their lead up by a score of 14-6 here in the second. Short drop for Johnson. Floats it over the middle into traffic. Great grab. And all the way out to the 46-yard line. Big pickup, big first down. Big man rolling. Badir Ajaluni. Let's see where his brother was on this play. Did he make the tackle? No, he was on the other side of the field. I'm still looking for that Badir versus Mahmoud matchup. We're going to get it at some point. First down and 10 from the Houston 46-yard line, going right to left. Wearing all white, black helmets, black numbers, red trim. Over the middle from Johnson. Tight coverage, and again, another catch over the middle. Great catch, and Warren Murray apparently injured on the play. Josh Fed, who has been the return man today, makes the grab to set up Houston in Atlanta territory at the 40-yard line. But really all that's on the minds of the Houston fans right now is how bad is the injury to Warren Murray. He is not in the game right now. So they're probably going to just go straight up airmail offense. And they're just going to check it down low and only going to get about a yard out of this one. Nobody open downfield. Good job by the Atlanta secondary. We see the quarterback comparison. Kentez Johnson, the 2 touchdowns, obviously. A lot more yards. He's been airing it out. Second down and 9 coming up as we highlight Tyson Mack, the linebacker for Atlanta, who made that play. Here's Johnson, forced to move in the pocket, flips it out over the middle, and it's going to be a first down. Great hard running. Josh Fed again. He's made 2 straight deep catches, and another first down for the Houston Hyenas at the 29-yard line. Injury bug seeming to plague Houston through the preseason and now into the season as well, as the backup running back takes the carry. That is Darnell Black, number 28. We've got a score update from around the SFL presented by ScoreStream, the official live scoring app of the Simulation Football League. The Oklahoma City Renegades finish that off after this as a run by Black, and he went backwards as he tried to hit the sideline and turn the corner. Quite a shy, gets his first tackle of the day. Third down and 10 coming up. But the Oklahoma City Renegades lead the New Orleans Pharaohs 20-10 at halftime. Other games from around the league also going on right now. Get all the updates live on your phone with the ScoreStream app. 5 wide. Kentez Johnson stands in the pocket, fires down the middle. It's tipped in the air and incomplete. The ball eventually hits the turf. It was a little underthrown out there. Mahmoud Ajalani made the initial deflection. And now we're going to see the first action from David Griffin that is not a field goal or a kickoff, or it's an extra point or a kickoff. And we'll see how this one plays out. It's going to be from about the same area that Alex Kidd missed in the first quarter, about 45 yards. Kick is on the way, and it's right down Main Street. Griffin says, hey, Mr. Kidd, that's how it's done from 45. Judges the win perfectly. Plenty of leg right down the middle. And it is 17-6 Houston with 7:09 to go in the first half. He's going to run down the field and kick off. And Atlanta's got to find the end zone here in a bit, or they might very well be left in the dust by halftime as L.B. Allen III gets it up to around the 30, marked at the 29-yard line. Other scores from around the Simulation Football League: Tallahassee and Tulsa tied at 6 in the third quarter. That is the only other game currently being played right now at the 3 o'clock Central Time slot. Later today, 5 o'clock Central, Indianapolis at St. Louis, Carolina at London, San Francisco at Denver. That's coming up later on YouTube. Marcus Dunhill stands in, fires short. That pass is complete. Pickup of 4 yards. And Warren Murray, just a little bit of cramping, may return. Siege Falco picks up another grab. Second down and 6 now. Offset I, 2 right, 1 left are the receivers, with BDG Hollywood dotting the I, and he'll get the ball up the middle, has some running room, crashes into 2 defenders right before the first down marker. He won't get there. Third down and 2 coming up. Great pressure from the safeties to come down and make that play on Hollywood. It was actually Eddie Gage credited with the tackle. And he is way up on the line of scrimmage right now. Heavy press coverage here on 3rd and 2. Maybe looking for a Hollywood run, and that's what they get. And Hollywood says, I don't care if you're looking for a run. I'm going to go right through you. First down and 10, up past the 45-yard line. BDG Hollywood had a slow start to today's game, and he has really ramped it up. He's gotten a couple of first downs. He makes defenders miss. Great blocking in front of him. And it takes, once again, the safeties to bring him down. A fresh set for the home team. The crowd loving it here at the Hive in Atlanta. They're going to run that offset eye again. Dunhill has enough confidence to change the play at the line. He's going to stand in. Short drop, fire far side, turning upfield. And getting 8 yards on first down. Great design play out to Boo Chisolm. Ryan Michaels brought him down. Shout outs, BJ Loveless, Eddie Gage, Damon Simien, Carrion Miller, LB20, Jay Dizzle, the Pikachu of Trees, and everybody else watching live on YouTube right now. Thank you for spending your Sunday afternoon with us. Handoff up the middle, Hollywood. This time he's battled up in the backfield, and you lose a yard. Great play coming up to make the hit. First contact was BJ Loveless. He's had an impressive game so far tonight. Also in there was Chad Foxwell up from the safety spot. Blake Chance getting in there. A gaggle of Hyenas making the stop. Now 3rd down and 3. Do they trust Hollywood again, or does Dunhill go to the air? They trust Hollywood again, and he are very well right to. First down up near the 40 as he looked to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage, but he barreled through, taking 2 defenders with him. First down for Atlanta. The drive continues. It's eaten up a lot of this second quarter. Under 5 minutes to go in the first half. 4 down linemen oppose the O-line of Atlanta, and Hollywood gets the ball again, and Hollywood almost spun away from the first tackler we faced. They only get 3 yards. BJ Loveless again on the tackle up from the linebacker spot. He's had himself a day. And it's only the second quarter. Damon Simien, I'm loving the play of B.J. Loveless as well. 2nd down and 7. Dunhill probably going to go to the air here. Maybe set up a 3rd down and short. He can get the first down outright. He will. 7-step drop, and he'll just chuck it short to Hollywood. And the spin move does not get him away from James Smith. Wraps him up, puts him down. Loss of 1, 3rd down and 8 coming up. Now you've got to trust Dunhill. Trips to the left side, single right. First time we've seen a triple formation from either team today. They got to go past the sticks, and they don't. The ball pops loose anyway. That pass was intended for Falco. He had it in his hand, but he lost it on the contact with the defender. And this is to be the first punt of the game for either team at 3 minutes and 13 seconds of the second quarter. And the punter in mention is Brian Adams. No, sorry, the punter in question is Otis Jenkins. Adams kicks for Houston. We will may or may not see him today, just based on how this game is going. Booted away from just about midfield, trying to find the coffin corner near side. Bounces at the 10, at the 5. Oh, is it going to stay out of the end zone? No, it barely rolls into the end zone. So close for Otis Jenkins, but out to the 20-yard line go the Hyenas. And now, Kentez Johnson again has a chance to extend the lead with Houston up 17-6 here. And the Atlanta offense really not showing much signs of life. Play action and then a short pass over the middle. It's a long way to go for 1 yard. And the catch was made by the fullback, Mike Allen. He was brought down by Aquantis Shine. Looked like a bit of a miscommunication by the offense on that play. Yassine Clifton hasn't made a catch yet, but he was the Houston captain to begin the game. Let's see if he gets involved. They're going to run counter to Murray. Or sorry, that's still not Murray. That's still Darnell Black. Warren Murray still out, nursing a calf injury. 2 left, 1 right on 3rd down and 6. Kentez Johnson going to the air here. Short drop. Pressure coming. He gets the pass away. It's intercepted as there was a gaggle of swarm. And coming back the other way. 20, 15, 10. Inside the 10. And that'll take us to a dramatic 2-minute warning. The Atlanta Swarm have their second takeaway of the night. And it's Mahmoud Ajaluni. Take it away, son. It wasn't him that made the initial play on the receiver. The ball popped up into the air on a silver platter from Mahmoud Ajaluni. He just said, thank you, I'll take this, and ran back the other way with it. And now Atlanta has their best chance of the game to punch it in the end zone. They haven't done it all day, even though this is their second time in the SFL, presented by APM Music. Red zone, Dunhill back in the end zone. This time, it's a touchdown. Put it on the board. Catch made by L.B. Allen III. He's been kind of invisible today. Unless he's returning kicks, he's only made 2 catches, and the third one means 6 points. This is a great route. He hides himself in the wash right down the middle of the field and sneaks behind the linebackers. The safeties are split out wide because of the confined spaces, and Dunhill just floats it over the top to find him. Atlanta has their first touchdown. Will the comeback be on here as the extra point is up and good? Only down by 4. 17-13 the score. 1:49 to go, first half. This is the SFL presented by APM Music on YouTube. Stay with us. Kicking off is Alex Kidd. He's had a bit of a rough day. Missed that 45-yarder. But he put the extra point up and through, and the special teams unit holds Houston to their own 29-yard line as Fed will be stopped there. 1:45 to go. Both teams still with all 3 timeouts, so this 1:45 could be stretched a bit. Responding to Karen Miller in the chat, who gets the ball in the second half, that would be Houston gets the ball to start the second half. And Kentez Johnson, he takes a long drop. He's ahead in his face, but he got the pass out there, and it was over the head of the intended receiver out there on the far sideline. And that is the second time Kentez Johnson has delivered a strike with pressure right in his face, although this time he was off the mark. Intended receiver out there was Clint Wiggins, the tight end. The tight end was involved, but it's not even Yassine Clifton. I formation, 2nd down and 10. Johnson, plenty of protection, fires toward the sticks, and it's caught somehow in traffic. He was heavily guarded, was Yassine Clifton, and he says, hey, I hear you talking about me. You haven't made it. I hear you say I haven't made a catch yet. Well, what now? I've made a catch now. That is a beautiful catch, spinning away from his defender, then leaving him on the floor. With the move, gets upfield, gets a first down. And the Hyenas are rolling here up to the 46-yard line. Two left, single right. And Johnson fires it out to the far side. Plenty of room to run. But a spin move only gets 8 yards. I say only gets 8 yards. That's still a good pickup on first down. That pass was caught by Badir Ajaluni, making his first catch of the second quarter. Had one in the first. We'll talk about the Houston injury problems probably later in the broadcast. Warren Murray still out today. Kentez Johnson missed most of the preseason game. Darnell Black right there said, hey, no first team running back, no problem. You've still got a first down up the middle. And this is a great example of everybody stepping up. It doesn't matter where you are in the depth chart. If you're given a chance, you've got to make a play. And Dunhill Black did right there, picking up a first down. He's going to get the ball again here, running left side. Great blocking at the speed of Dunhill Black. 11 yards and another first down. Back up doing work here right now. He might be giving Warren Murray a run for his money in practice this week. Here is Johnson. Plenty of time. Throws it out in the near side. That pass is complete. And Yassine Clifton showing off his strength, dragging a defender for a first down. The defender in question was Darian Williams. Yassine Clifton's made 2 catches on this drive, both of them for first downs, and both of them showing incredible strength on the near side. 41 seconds to go. Houston just called their first timeout of the game. Don't be fooled by what the graphic tells you. They have 2 timeouts left. But plenty of time inside the SFL, presented by APM Music on YouTube. Here's Johnson. Flares it out, and Black had to stretch for that pass. It was a bit far in front of him, but he still picked up 3 yards. Here goes the up-tempo offense for Houston. 26 seconds to go. Johnson just flips it out there to Dunhill Black. Black's got blockers. He's got a spin move. Oh, and he's just short. That would have been an amazing touchdown, but he's stopped at the 1-yard line. Dunhill Black, have yourself a drive. There's a little flip out there. No pace on that pass at all, but the blocks are set up in front of him, and oh, somebody missed a block. Unfortunately, Larry Collins missed a block out there, which allowed the defensive back for the Swarm to hit Black at the 1-yard line, but he's got another chance here. First down and goal at the 1-yard line. Handoff, Dunhill Black, and he's stopped right there at the 1-yard line again. He couldn't get into the end zone. Big stop there by Josh Vasquez. Second down and goal. 15 seconds to go. They're out of timeouts. They just used their last one. And out comes the field goal unit. They're just going to go play it safe. Look for the 7-point lead going into half. David Griffin, haven't missed yet. And this is extra point range. And he is up and right down Main Street from 17 yards with 11 seconds left in the second half. Houston takes the safe option, gets 3 points on the board. It is 20-13 Hyenas over the Swarm. Updates posted in chat. Tallahassee, Tulsa 6-6. Oklahoma City 23, New Orleans 24. New Orleans has made an 11-point comeback to take the lead in that one. Houston 17, Atlanta 13. Well, actually, Houston 20, Atlanta 13 right now. Also, all the scores and stats you want are on the Score Stream app. Up to the minute updates from around the SFL. Download the Score Stream app from the iPhone store or the Google Play Store today. And follow your favorite SFL team wherever you are. Return for the Atlanta Swarm by L.B. Allen. The touchdown, who has the only touchdown catch for the Swarm. 8 seconds to go. Atlanta has all 3 timeouts, but I don't think we're going to see much from him here at the end of the first half, but who knows. Just going to hand it off. BDG Hollywood. Hollywood's got some speed. He's making a man miss. He's past the 50. He's got another spin move up to the 40. Oh, and he's driven down at the 35-yard line. BDG Hollywood, he almost took it all the way to end the half. He made a spin move, shrugs off a tackle. He's finally brought down. And that's the end of an entertaining first half. Houston 20, Atlanta 13. We'll be back after the break. This is the SFL, presented by APM Music on YouTube. Stay with us. Welcome back to the Hive in Atlanta, Georgia. Temperature a sweltering 92 degrees, high humidity, and all the pressure on the Atlanta swarm, which just makes the heat more stifling. The heat is on in more than one way as the Atlanta swarm look to fight back from a 7-point deficit here in the second half. Houston up 20-13. The Hyenas are going to get the ball here to begin the second half as the kickoff is returned. 25 and up to the 29. And that is where Josh Fed will stay down. As for much of that first half, Houston looked like they were thoroughly outplaying Atlanta. Atlanta made some mistakes. They had some bounces not go their way. But in the end, they're only down by 7 points. And this has got to be what Mark Chisolm focused on at the halftime break. You're only down 7. Go out there, keep fighting. We could definitely come away with the win today. As Kentez Johnson on first down, he'll flare it out to the far side, pick up 5 yards. Great catch there by Yassine Clifton, who didn't make a catch until the final 2 minutes of the first half, but now has 3 in 2 drives. Michael Truilo up in the commentary booth today here at the Hive. Pleasure to bring you your Sunday SFL action here in the early afternoon. Just past 5 o'clock local time here in Atlanta. Kentez Johnson looking, pump fakes, throws, complete. First down up to the Houston 46-yard line. And while it is true Kentez Johnson has thrown 2 interceptions today, Badir Ajluni hauls in that catch. He had 213 yards at the break, probably up to about 225-30 now. He's had a good day for himself. His receivers haven't dropped many passes. And a battle of rookie quarterbacks. On the other hand, Marcus Dunhill has had some things not go his way. We'll talk more about that when we get to the Atlanta offense later in the quarter. But here is Kentez Johnson stepping up in the pocket, has to avoid the rush, still going, and he eventually just checks it down to Darnell Black, who almost shrugged off a tackler, and he gained 5 yards. Man who finally dragged him down after a tremendous struggle was Tyson Mack. And that was probably the story of the first half. Warren Murray got hurt on a play where he wasn't even involved. He was blocking. And Darnell Black has picked up the slack. On second down and 5, he's going to get the ball out of the backfield off a swing pass. And he's going to be brought down. Loss of 1 back at midfield. It was not all roses for Darnell Black in the Houston offense, but he did do pretty well. Got them down inside the red zone, picked up a couple first downs, almost made it in the end zone, if not for a missed block. And now 3rd down and 6. Johnson's probably going to have to look for the air here. 4 wide receivers. Johnson stands in, and it's going to be the first sack of the day by either team as Kentez Johnson goes down. Bushido Brown picks up his 2nd tackle at his 1st sack. Great pressure by Brown up the middle. He just straight up beats his man, working over the guard there of Atlanta. Tico Rogers. Oh, sorry, working over the guard John Cooper there for Houston. And getting the first sack of the day, which forces the first punt of the day out of Brian Adams. Adams will force L.B. Allen III all the way back to his own 21-yard line, and that is where Atlanta will start their first drive of the 3rd quarter with 8:24 left to go in it. Both defenses have been pretty good today. A couple of big plays stand between the defenses and some really impressive performances. Marcus Dunhill under center, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. He's had a couple of key receivers drop passes so far today. He'll go over the middle, and that happens again. As I say it, Boo Chisolm this time had one in his hands, hit the defender, and the ball pops out. It's just a corner out over the middle. And big number 54, James Smith, comes bowling into him. Well, didn't really catch the ball cleanly, kind of got it up by his shoulder, and Smith pops it right out. So 2nd down and 10 now for Marcus Dunhill and the Atlanta offense, looking to even the score here, down by 7. 8 minutes 20 to play in the 3rd. Fires over the middle, far side, caught. 1st down and 10 up to the 36-yard line. Siege Falco, he's been the main man. 6 catches, 65 yards for the Swarm throwing offense today. He was driven backwards by Tylee Jones, but it didn't matter. He was already past the sticks due to forward progress. So, 1st down coming up. First move of the chains by either team here in the 2nd half. 7:52 to go, 3rd quarter. Dunhill, short drop, good pocket, good pass. 1st down, out to the near side. Great job. Good catch, hauled in. L.B. Allen the 3rd, he's got the touchdown. Outside of that, returning kicks, hasn't done much offensively, but does pick up a 1st down there. Dunhill with an offset eye behind him, 2 to the right and 1 to the left. 4-man front. Linebacker's playing well back to the line, but here comes BDG Hollywood, and there goes BDG Hollywood backwards. He loses a yard, and it's another tackle for the standout performer of the game, B.J. Lovelace. B.J. Lovelace has had a fantastic ball game. He seems to be there every time a big tackle is needed that time, taking Hollywood backwards. Here's Hollywood again, and this time he's going nowhere again. Didn't even get the yard back as the stifling run defense comes up with another tackle. This time from Carter Haley. Now Marcus Dunhill is going to look to one of his receivers to make a play on 3rd down at 11. To my knowledge, the longest 3rd down for either team all game. Dunhill in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking. Pressure coming. He spins away. He throws the ball down the field, and it's incomplete. It was over the head. There was a receiver out there, but Dunhill just chucking it up to the wind. Otis Jenkins is going to have to come on to punt the ball away. We're going to have back-to-back punts, something we didn't see in the 1st half at all in the first 2 possessions of the 2nd. Scores from around the SFL. Tallahassee's finally taken the lead on Tulsa 13-6 in the 4th quarter. Oklahoma City and New Orleans going back and forth in that game. The Renegades back on top 30-27. And then there's this game, which is 20-13. Not great field position for Houston on their next possession as Josh Fed returns it up to the 23-yard line. 6 minutes, 5 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Houston 20, Atlanta 13. Houston, the road team, white jerseys, black helmets, white pants, black and red trim. They're going left to right across your radio dial as starting at their own 23-yard line. Kentez Johnson near side, and a 1st down and more, and rumbling to the 1st down. Josh Fed, he returns kicks, and he grabs 1st downs at the near sideline. And Kentez Johnson is 2 yards shy of 250 yards passing. This is Aaron Lee that came up and laid the hit on Fed, but not after the 1st down was gained up to the 38. Atlanta and their all sky blue jerseys today with black helmets and then neon green trim, and over the middle looking go. It's intercepted. The 3rd pick of the day, blown by Kentez Johnson, and this one was served up right on a platter. Mahmoud Hajilani has his 2nd pick of the game, and Atlanta's in business inside their own field. This is great ball hawk mentality by Ajilani Pass was intended for Yassine Clifton out there over the middle. It was into triple coverage. One of those blue-clad men was going to bring it down. And it was Ajelani for the second time today. Now Marcus Dunhill back on the field. He's got a clean pocket, but now he's got to scramble, and he's going down. That's a great coverage sack. Nobody was open. Dunhill didn't pull the trigger, and down he went on the tackle. Was a big man, number 96, Adam Collins. Now Kentez Johnson has thrown 3 interceptions, although that was the first one that was really his fault, as Houston is flabbergasted. They've jumped off sides on a first down and a mile. And they're going to get 5 yards of that back on second down. Allen, the third, caught a short pass over the middle. I'm assuming they're going to decline this penalty. They're going to accept the penalty. And the man was Chad Tackle. Haven't seen much from the big man today after his big Week 2 game. 5 tackles, 5 sacks for him. But he's been quiet this afternoon. Credit to the offensive line for both teams. Only 1 sack each way, with 2 strong defensive lines on the field tonight. Dunhill looking, throwing far side, complete, and out just shy of midfield. It'll set up a 3rd down and 7. Chat shoutouts: Cape, Eddie Gage, LB29, Pure 2K, Carrion Miller, Aaron Lee, Shay Dizzle, Siege Falco, and everybody else watching live on the SFL Network on YouTube. Thank you for spending your Sunday afternoon with us here in Atlanta. As a short pass over the middle on 3rd and 7, and I don't really understand that call. Siege Falco didn't pick up the first down, so after the interception, Atlanta is going to have to punt. Here comes Otis Jenkins again. 2nd straight drive. Let's go. And it was really the sack, never mind the penalty, that did the swarm in on that drive. Good pick by Ajelani. The offense not able to do anything with it, and Houston's going to get the ball back, up by 7 still. Ball's going to bounce to the 10, down to the 5, and sliding into the end zone, and I'm sure a lot of my analyst friends are going to be not that happy about that move there. Sean McGee on punt coverage duty, giving Houston a spot at the 20-yard line. Damon Simien, coach for the Hyenas, and also probably every Hyenas fan out there wants to see Warren Murray back on the field. And Kentez Johnson's going to check it down to Darnell Black. Black actually picks up a couple of yards, falls forward to boot, picks up 4 on first down. Darnell Black actually has more receptions than Badir Ashaluni does. Right now, Mahmoud is winning the Ashaluni brothers battle, even if his team is down by 7. 2nd down and 6 at the Houston 24. 3:20 to go. Handoff up the middle. Darnell Black gets crushed. He did not get the first down, and he doesn't deserve it. What a defensive tackle by the man wearing blue, who is to remain nameless because I did not see who it was. But what a hit. He was laid out on the ground, driven backwards. 3rd down and inches coming up. Darnell Black dotting a power set. He's going to get the ball here, and he's going to pick up a first down. Yes! He barely got over the line before the Atlanta defense caught up to him. And there are the shortcomings of the backup running back. But a first down nonetheless for Houston, up by 7. Going left to right here in the 3rd quarter. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. I formation on 1st down and 10. 4 down linemen. Linebackers playing well back. Here's a run up the middle for Darnell Black. And Black will pick up 3 yards for being hit and smothered to the ground. Tackle made by Darren Williams, combining with Tyson Mack. He's been a couple of plays. Tyson Mack also has the lone sack for the Atlanta Swarm on the day. 2nd down and 7. Johnson in the shotgun. And he'll looks to throw near side. Man open out there. Not quite to the 1st down marker, but a catch made nonetheless by Badir Ajalouni. Saying, hey brother, I can play this game too. Is he and he and Josh Vasquez talking it out there after the play. 3rd down and 3, just a minute and 43 to go, 3rd quarter. This quarter's gone fast. No real offense, couple of punts, an interception. And now Kentez Johnson. He's going to go down. He pump faked, and that was his downfall. Nobody open downfield, and the offensive line went out to lunch. Sack number 2 for Landon Mack. Or try Tyson Mack. Landon Mack is somebody else. I don't know who that is, but he's not on the field. Tyson Mack picks up his 2nd sack and forces another punt out of Brian Adams. And then the punt almost got blocked. Adams did get it away, though, but it's going to be decent field position for the Swarm as a spin move takes LB Allen the 3rd up to his own 38-yard line. A minute flat left to go in the 3rd quarter. Reminder that Richards Printworks is the official gear provider of the Simulation Football League. Get your orders in today. Contact James Richards on Discord. First down and 10 for Atlanta. Neither offense really making much noise here in the 2nd half so far. A minute to go in the 3rd quarter. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. And Marcus Dunhill is pressured, and he flips a pass away to Boo Chisolm. And Boo Chisolm did a backward spin move, eventually brought down by B.J. Lovelace. It was an impressive way to pick up 5 yards. We've seen it a couple of times, especially as the game gone on, that Marcus Dunhill's had to scramble. He's been sacked once. He's had a couple of, miracle escapes like that one. And so the D-line of Houston looking to be wearing down the Atlanta O-line. This time he's got plenty of room, and he's got a throw. Oh, no! It was another drop pass by Atlanta. This time, the offending player is Peyton Chisolm, the fullback. He's dropped 2 passes today. Let's go. And now immediately a 3rd and 5 as Eddie Gage was pressuring to make the fullback drop the pass. Offset I, 2 left, 1 right. Dunhill under center, 25 to go in the 3rd quarter. 7-step drop, fires beyond the sticks. That's how you do it. First down for Atlanta on the far sideline. Siege Falco picks up another catch. He's had a great day out of that wide receiver slot. Stepped out of bounds as well. 22 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. First down and 10 for Atlanta at their own 49-yard line. They've had a lot of plays on this drive so far, but not enough moving the ball. This will be the last play of the 3rd. Out to the far side. Falco again. He barely didn't get the 1st down. He'll be inches shy. He stepped out of bounds again, so there'll be one more play in this 3rd quarter. 2nd down and inches. Expect a dose of BDG Hollywood. And they're actually going to let the clock run out on this 3rd quarter. Put your 4s up, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to the 4th quarter. Hyenas 20, Swarm 13. But the Swarm are driving with the football, looking to tie this game up and look for an exciting finish. This is the SFL presented by APM Music on YouTube. Stay with us. And on 2nd and inches here, it's going to be BDG Hollywood, and BDG Hollywood gets stuffed. He tried to bounce it right, and right in the hole was James Smith, and he said, no thank you. It'll be 3rd down and 2. And now 5 wide set on 3rd and 2 from Marcus Dunhill. Mark Chisolm trusting the arm of his QB. And he's going to go down the field. And there's a man out there. Put it on the board. 3rd down and 1. Touchdown, Atlanta. Boo Chisolm has just tied this game on a deep route to the corner. This is a really impressive route by Chisolm. He's matched up on an overmatched Blake Chance. The safety had no idea where he was. And the ball came down, floated beautifully into his hands by Marcus Dunhill. And we are an extra point away from a tie game. And Alex Kidd on to kick the extra point, and it is up and good with 10 minutes and 40 seconds. 10 minutes and 27 seconds to go in today's ball game. Houston 20, Atlanta 20. This is the SFL presented by APM Music on YouTube. Stay with us, and if you've got some friends out there in the SFL, maybe winding down, watching some of the other games, get them in here. This is going to be one exciting finish tie game with 10 minutes to go. And if you have some friends that maybe don't even know about the SFL, bring them in here. Let them see what we're all about. As the ball is returned up to the 28-yard line by Fed. And now, this is the first time that really in this game, Houston's been hit in the face a little bit. How will they respond? It's all up to Kentez, Johnson, and company. Still doesn't look like Warren Murray back there, so it's going to be Darnell Black still, and he's going to go backwards. Loss of 2 yards. Aquana Shine up to 8 tackles, quietly having himself a great game today. And Darnell Black is maybe just tiring a little bit, having to carry the load of this offense for the bulk of 3 quarters. I formation, 2 right, none left. Heavy defensive look from Atlanta. They're going to try and stop the run at all costs here. But it's going to be a throw out to Black in one-on-one coverage. He shakes one tackler. And then he's eventually taken down. Only a gain of 3. Actually, it was a gain of 5 because they lost 2 on the previous play. Darnell Black keeps the feet moving, picks up a couple of yards. 3rd down and 7 coming up. Not the worst thing in the world, but it's going to have to be a pass out over the middle of the field or to the sideline somewhere. Kentez Johnson's got to sling this somewhere on the field. And he will. It'll go right over the middle, and he's got a man right over the top and behind the defense, 30, and down to the 25-yard line of Atlanta. Big catch, big play. Wow, Badir Ajaluni right in the face of his brother Mahmoud, right over the middle of the field. Kentez Johnson, that is the kind of play I wanted to see out of the rookie as he's trying to lead his team right down the middle. That is right over the outstretched hand of Mahmoud Ajalani, who has 2 picks today. A ballsy call by Houston. It pays off, and they're at the 25-yard line. Just watching the replay, unbelievable. A game of inches now. Handoff. Darnell Black up the middle. He'll pick up a few yards on 1st down inside the 25 to the 24. Houston looking to punch right back with that big play over the middle. Ajaluni, who, if not for the insistence of the safeties of Atlanta, he would have been gone to the end zone, and I'm sure he would have preferred that. But another chance. Here's Darnell Black on the end around, and he used a spin move, but he didn't get much of anything. Up to make the tackle was Aaron Lee from the safety spot, spying all the way. And it'll be 3rd down and about 9. Aaron Lee, he's had himself a pretty good game, mostly used as a run spy, but now the 5-wide set for Kentez Johnson on 3rd down and 8. Johnson all day throws towards the end zone, picked off! Oh, it's the 4th pick of the game for the Atlanta Swarm, and up to their own 10-yard line. Guess who it is? Guess who it is? It's him again, Mahmoud Ajlani, a hat trick of picks here in this game. The pass was intended for DR Sim, who's been unusually quiet this afternoon. He did have a big gain in the first quarter. But Mahmoud Ajlani has 3 of his team's 4 interceptions, but now Atlanta has to work the ball out of the shadow of their own end zone. They're at their own 9-yard line. Marcus Dunhill, standing in his own end zone, has to move in the pocket. He dumps it short to Hollywood. Hollywood will pick up a yard after starting about 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They actually picked up 3, though. Bit of a nice spot there for the home team. And 2nd down and 7 coming up. Second down and 7. The all-blue clad Atlanta Swarm in front of their home fans, trying to go 2-1. Trying to get over 500 after 3 weeks, and Hollywood got nothing on that last play. 3rd down and 8, actually lost a yard. Elvis Cooper made the stop. Chad Tackle was in there as well. Now 3rd down and 8, Marcus Dunhill. He's got 4 receivers to aim at. Can he find any of them? High snap. He corrals it. He throws to the sticks, and it's caught. Did he get the first down? No. Oh, Mahmoud Chisolm did not get the ball over the first down marker as he was so close. 4th down and 1 coming up. Oh, my goodness. Boo Chisolm, that spot may haunt him as they're just going to punt it away, and it's going to be good field position for Houston. The Hyenas defense holds after the turnover. That doesn't really relieve the sting of almost having a chance to score, as Josh Fed doesn't really get much on that return, brings it up to the 46-yard line, but good starting position for the Hyenas, and Kentez Johnson has a chance to redeem himself almost immediately after the 3-and-out. Darnell Black, 12 carries, 31 yards, and 2 almost touchdowns. He was stopped to the 1-yard line twice in the second quarter. How different must this game be? But here he goes. 40, 30 running near side. He got a hole, and there he goes. Down the sideline. He's finally forced it about to the 27. Darnell Black showing some wheels, showing some good blocking techniques from the linemen and receivers from the Houston Hyenas, and this just goes to show you, with a good system, you can put virtually any player in there, and they will have the tools to succeed. 1st down and 10 for Atlanta from the 27-yard. Houston from the Atlanta 27-yard line. We have one game that has gone final. Tallahassee has defeated Tulsa in a startlingly low-scoring game, 16-6, but the prior 3-0. It's a short pass over the middle. Coming back to get the ball is Black. He'll only get 1 yard on 1st down to the 25. 2nd down and 9 coming up. Second and 9 here. Right at the 25-yard line. We're going to take the lead here as another pass out. That one is to the tight end, Clifton. And Clifton didn't get much. Only 3 yards. That's not Clifton. That's Mike Allen, the fullback. First time he's made a catch. Hello, Donnell Brown. Welcome to the Simulation Football League. Go ahead and hop on our Discord to see how you can get involved in this amazing league. Trips left, single right, 3rd down and 6. Johnson going for the end zone, and it is caught. Yes, touchdown. Put it on the board. Josh Fed. He's returned kicks. He's made key catches, and now he's got potentially a key touchdown, tapping the toes at the back of the end zone. I thought Kentez Johnson had overthrown this one, but Josh Fed, 1 and 2 feet in bounds. The Hyenas back on top. And this is just a go route from Josh Fed. It looked like he really wasn't designed to get the ball in that play, but he was open just a little bit. Kentez Johnson says, I will take that hole in the defense and punish you with 7 points. Well, depending on if this extra point goes up and through from David Griffin, which it most certainly does. Houston 27, Atlanta 20, 4:55 to go in the game, or 4:57 to go in the game. That's only a 2-second difference. We'll take it. Atlanta now has to come from behind again. They've done it twice already today. The Swarm have never led. They've only been tied. After a bit of a disastrous first quarter, they had to play catch-up all game. They caught up, but now they're playing catch-up again as L.B. Allen III takes it out to the 29-yard line. This drive is going to be insanely important for the outcome of the game. Chat shout out for one final time. Dunhill Brown, the Trash Car, BH, Ryan Michaels, Damon Simien, LB29, Liam Crowder. As Marcus Dunhill has all day to throw, and he eventually finds a first down in traffic underneath. Pass picked up by LB Allen III. Atlanta starts the drive on a positive note, picking up 10 yards. I'll continue that chat shout out. K Pure 2K12. Ryan Michaels, and Mart, and everybody else of the 65 of you watching the SFL presented by APM Music on YouTube. Thank you for spending your Sunday afternoon with us. Almost an interception out there. Marcus Dunhill tried the little flip pass that he's done a couple of times today. And Alan Ball almost made him pay. It almost looked like Alan Ball wasn't even expecting the pass to come his way, and he just put his hand up there at the last second and deflected it. It was intended for Boo Chisolm. And now on 2nd down and 10, 5 wide, 3 right, 2 left. Marcus Dunhill all on his arm. He's going to pump, he's going to go down the field, and it's going to be tipped and almost into the hands of the defender. Oh, so close. But Tyleek Jones did not bring that one down. Eddie Gage had the initial tip. 2 almost picks in 2 plays for the Houston defense. And now Marcus Dunhill both has to be aggressive and careful on 3rd down and 10. Another 5 wide set, although they flipped the 3 and 2. 3 left, 2 right. Dunhill, important play here. Going to go short of the sticks. And he led his receiver too far. Boo Chisolm makes the catch, but he does not turn upfield. Only 5 yards of the 10 required. And another punt coming up for Otis Jenkins. And if you're Atlanta, this has got to be really disappointing. You started off really strong, and then you got lucky with a couple almost picks. And Marcus Dunhill may have just lost his head a little bit. He's making some risky throws. Mark Chisolm on the sideline is going to have to calm him down. He's going to get another shot at it. The defense for Atlanta has been strong. And only to the 17-yard line, the return by Fed. Great punt coverage, good punt by Jenkins. And Houston's going to have some pretty poor field position. So all is not lost for the Atlanta Swarm yet if they can get a quick stop here, get the ball back. 4 minutes, 3 timeouts each way. Here comes Kentez Johnson. Looking to maybe put the game away here with 4 minutes to go in the ATL. Heavy set, first down. Here's the handoff. Up the middle to the right side. Bouncing it outside. 8 yards on first down. And is that welcome back to the game, Warren Murray. He is back from a calf injury he suffered in the first quarter. Darnell Black took over a lot of the heavy lifting, but he is back and makes a statement on his first play from scrimmage. Yeah, Warren Murray really doing some great job. Great running work on the right side. And the chat is alive. Everybody's Murray is back. And Murray gets the ball again. And he's got the corner and he's got a first down. 2 carries, a combined 11 yards and a first down for Houston. And this is going to be huge for the Hyenas because they're on top, clock ticking down. They've got their number 1 running back on the field. And he's going to look to eat up some clock here. Just about 15 minutes of 6 local time here in Atlanta, Georgia. Michael Truilo calling this one from the booth as Houston looks to close this one out. First down and 10 from their own 28-yard line, working right to left. Let the clock went all the way down before handing it off to Warren Murray, and Warren Murray is pounding through defenders for 5 yards. He's got some fresh legs out there. He probably has the freshest legs of anybody on the field because he was on the bench for most of the game. And if Atlanta's defense isn't careful with those fresh legs, Murray could break one if they're not really up to speed with bringing him down. 2nd down and 5 now. Another heavy set formation. They're going to wait for the clock to roll all the way down before they snap the ball and give it to Warren Murray. Warren Murray running left. He's got a lane, and he's got another first down out past the 40, out to the 42-yard line. He runs right. He runs left. He runs right up the middle. He runs wherever he wants right now. Warren Murray taking advantage of some tired swarm legs out there. Yeah, and I think, but he can't get overconfident. You saw the spin move there right at the end of the run, looking to make a defender miss. You kind of risk fumbling if you're doing that, if you get hit hard enough. So I think the word from the sidelines from Coach Simien is just going to be protect the rock, get first downs, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go on the SFL presented by APM Music on YouTube. The crowd is loud in the Hive here in Atlanta, but man, it's going to be some sort of effort for their team to get back into this one. They're only down 7, but the way Warren Murray is running, it looks like they might not get the ball back here. 2 minutes to go. 3 timeouts for each team. Warren Murray on the ball again. And Warren Murray's got blockers in front of him, and he's got 6 more yards, and Atlanta uses their first timeout. I think it's smart, actually, by Atlanta using a timeout here, because if they get the ball back relatively soon, they've got more time to work with. The way this could backfire is if they use all 3 timeouts in the next minute or so, and they don't get the ball back, well, then they're kind of done. But it's really the only play they can make. 2nd down and 4. Warren Murray up the middle. And a caught a shine. Says, I'll throw you to the ground for only 1-yard gain right at midfield. Quata Shine's had a great day. He's up to 9 tackles. Third down and 3 at midfield. This play is huge for Atlanta's chances. 1 timeout left with 1:52 to go. If they can get the ball back here, they've got a chance. And Warren Murray's got the ball, and he's not going to get the first down. Atlanta's going to call their final timeout. They're going to have a minute 30, give or take. No timeouts. Warren Murray, after doing really great job on the first couple of plays of the drive, did not get it there, and they're going to line up to go for it on 4th down and 1. I guess, why not? Atlanta's all out of timeouts. They're going to wait all the way down inside 5 seconds on the play clock. They're going to call their own timeout here. And I guess, why not try and force him to jump off sides and end the game? Now Atlanta, 1:47 to go. No timeouts. They're going to be deep in their own zone. Simien and Kentez Johnson having a bit of conversation on the sideline about it. But it's out of their hands now, and it is into the hands of Marcus Dunhill and the rest of the Atlanta offense. Thank you for everybody coming in from the other games. Thank you for joining us for the conclusion of this one. Michael Truilo here in the booth in Atlanta, and LB Allen III down at the 14-yard line, and the Swarm have 1 minute and 39 seconds to go all the way down the field and score a touchdown with no timeouts. And this is going to be the big test for rookie quarterback Marcus Dunhill. He's played all right today. He's played safe a lot of the time. He had that one great pass to Boo Chisolm for the touchdown over the top. But he's going to have to find some more magic like that if the Swarm are going to come back and have a chance in this ball game. Here he is on 1st down and 10. Throws over the middle. Tipped and intercepted. Oh, he's off the hands of the receiver, and he was picked up by Eddie Gage. Eddie Gage has just ended the ball game, and that is it. Houston is going to pick up a win. They're going to go to 2-1 on the year. It was zipped in a bit too fast for the receiver. Unfortunate for Atlanta. Peyton Chisolm, it was the fullback out of the backfield that had a chance to make a play. And again, what has hurt Atlanta all day has been drops, and the best formation in the game, the victory formation, comes out for the Houston Hyenas, and they'll just let the last minute 27 drip off of this clock. As after 4 interceptions the other way during this game, it's the interception against Atlanta that seals the deal here in the Hive. Atlanta moves to 1-2. Houston to 2-1 next week. Houston is home against Tulsa, who lost today to Tallahassee. Atlanta is at a struggling Dallas Lobos team next week. As the clock runs down, they're going to kneel it one more time, and that'll be it. The crowd making their way out of the building here, but it's a sellout today. They got their money's worth. It was an entertaining game, but in the end, Houston was a couple of key plays, and that's what brought home the win today. My player of the game. Oh, I got to think long and hard about this one, but I think it's got to be B.J. Loveless. Double-digit tackles. Stopped BDG Hollywood all day long. The coaches will shake hands at midfield, and that'll do it. For our entire team here at the Hive in Atlanta, I have been your play-by-play broadcaster, Michael Truilo. Final scores, stats, and highlights scrolling across your screen. But for me, it'll be see you next time.